supreme. Respect your elders in everyone's dreams. From cunning traits to bold debates, we lead the way. In laughter and victory, we have our say. The elders stand tall with tales to boast. In glory and triumph we raise our toast. For we are the rulers of fantasy. Our story never dies.
Hello there, fellas. Looks like 2024 season is getting started.
Woo! We're getting there.
We got a few rule changes that we want to bring up to everybody.
Yeah, hot off the press.
Yeah, we think that there's some pretty good ideas, though.
Because we came up with it.
Yeah,
All of our ideas are great.
Yeah, you'll like them.
First up, extra spot on the taxi squad.
We're going to preface this. We're voting on this. Colton.
Right.
All right. Go ahead and calm down. It's fine.
Yeah.
Deep breath.
Glad you said that. Probably smoke started to come out of his ears at that moment.
Potential extra spot on the taxi squad. And then also, separate idea, allowing not just rookies on the taxi squad. We're thinking up to like their third year in the NFL, keeping that eligibility open.
It's good for, those rookies that especially rookie quarterbacks, you want to hold on to them. You think they're going to be something, but it may take a while for them to be fantasy relevant. We'll still keep the same taxi squad rules. So like once the season starts, those guys are locked in. You can only pull them off. You can't put them back on. But then once the season gets back into off season, you can pull them and, pull new people in, leave those guys there. It's up to you.
A huge benefit for this would be kind of like if you get duped by one of those stupid messages saying your guy's ready to start and you pull him off your taxi squad.
Yep.
And all of a sudden he does okay, but nothing really good. He's on that cusp of being cut even on your team. But this will allow you to like give him that extra year.
I feel like it makes sense too. We only have 2 taxi spots right now, and we by default have 4 rookie picks. So we're already saying you can only keep half of the picks that you have, and a lot of people gain more picks. So I feel like bumping that to 3 spots just kind of makes sense. Then after that one, gonna sound crazy at first, no trade deadline at all. The reason that we think this could be a good idea and beneficial is because someone makes the playoffs, starting quarterback gets hurt, they're basically out. They're out of the playoffs. They wouldn't have even needed to make it. But if you add this, they have the potential of trading to get that player, but it's going to be at a skyrocketed price for those teams that didn't make the playoffs and are trying to rebuild. Now they can oversell that quarterback for way more extra rookie picks or an extra player here or there. Because the guy in the playoffs, they're like, I'm here now, I need to win. Rebuilding team's not there where they're like, all right, well, what all are you willing to send me? So
now we will preface this. I know you're thinking it. What if somebody colludes and someone sends Justin Jefferson to a playoff team and then they switch back in the offseason? I'm not doing that. You do that, you're getting kicked out of the league. It's as simple as that. So I don't think anyone in this league would do it, but just putting it out there, we're assuming none of you are scumbags.
Right.
You're not.
Another kind of example of this is someone like Mark Andrews gets hurt on a playoff team, and you happen to have his backup Isaiah Likely. You can sell this backup tight end as the rebuilding team to just skyrocket all the value you can get out of them. I think this would benefit everybody. If you're not in the playoffs, you can really trade rape the crap out of somebody, but they consented to the trade rape, essentially is what's happening.
Not necessarily a trade rape, that's consensual trade.
Yeah, CNC, consensual non-consensual.
Yeah.
Consensual penetration in the trade.
Yeah, just make sure you all have a safe word or something.
I don't think we need to throw the word penetration in there.
You are penetrating the playoff team.
Yes.
By
pounding the accept button.
Yep.
On
And
both your ends.
with how much they're going to send you, they're going to have a gaping hole. The last option is adding divisions back in. But the way that we're doing this, one division be the top 5 teams from the previous year, the other division be the bottom 5 teams. And what this does is it guarantees that the top 5 teams have to play the other top 5 teams twice a year, and the bottom 5 teams play the bottom 5 teams twice a year, and then each other only one time.
This isn't like a uncommon thing. The NFL even does it. Like the number 1 seed of the AFC South will play the number 1 seed of the NFC South when they play each other.
And everyone still has to play each other. It's just
Yeah.
whether or not you play them twice.
You play your division twice and the other division once. Another thing that comes with this, though, is by doing that, that's only 13 weeks. And so with that one extra week, we were thinking we can make it some kind of rivalry week. Couple options. One, we can have it the same rivals always, really drive home that rivalry every single year you're playing them. One thing that could do is you could play them 3 times a year if they're in your division. Not a big deal. Another option is before every single season, we have to figure out who the rivals are across divisions and have it, you're playing this person on that last week of the season.
Whatever we choose, it'll be locked in week 1. Like it
Yeah.
won't be we're not going to mess with it mid-season or anything. Like we'll make sure we have it all sorted out prior to the league kicking off. Give us your thoughts.
I think what would be a fun way is you do like WWE style or UFC, have a guy grab the mic, just call somebody from the band,
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
the crowd out. Like, I
Yep.
call you out.
All in all, I think the scheduling balancing benefits the bottom 5. I mean, as I don't want to play the top 5 teams twice a year, but I think it's a
Yeah.
smart idea to try and even out the playing field.
It should make the race for the 6th seed a little bit more interesting.
Honestly, it could be more than the 6 seed. Maybe we get a couple from the bottom 5 that are just dominating because we're only going by the records. It's not like you guys are only fighting for that 6th spot. If you're just dominating your division, we're going to be struggling playing all the top 5 teams. So you
Yep.
could just skyrocket to the top.
Hoping it makes it a little more fun. But yeah, so a couple things to think about. We'll send out the Google form or whatever like we normally do. One other thing, we need to set a time for the rookie draft.
Yes.
So we'll also include that for what weekends work best for you guys.
Yeah, I'll put every single date on there. You guys just check mark which ones are good with you, and then we'll find where 10 people were able to agree on one date, and we'll just set it there.
Yep. And remember, it's only 4 rounds. It should be pretty quick.
Jacob, any last words?
This is the last time Jake will be in Korea for
Mhm.
an
It
Elders
is.
episode.
Yeah, I will be back stateside, so I'm pumped about that. Don't have to worry about the Rocket Man up north going crazy and just shooting off some fireworks. We don't like that here, so it'd be nice. Last words is best of luck. Just don't do as good as me in the season.
Makes
All
sense.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everybody have a good
No,
one.
see ya.